It's very key. It's a brand new stadium.
Yeah.
There should be that culture. Let's identify Uyo with fans who will push the Eagles beyond their own abilities and make them soar high above their opponents. And you saw it. Soar Super Eagles, hashtag Soar Super Eagles, and hashtag South Africa must fall. Uyo fans should be the 12th fan.
Yeah.
Uyo football fans should be the 12th player. For the Eagles.
They should, and if you look at what happened when the stadium was commissioned last week, when Nigeria played against Ghana in that friendly, that Nigeria won 1-0, you saw that the people came out. Well, maybe because you could say it was free and all that, but then they came out. Those that were outside the main bowl were even more than those in the main bowl. So, based on that, with that alone, I feel we have a very great support from the Uyo fans. They should be the 12th fan. Now, when we're talking about the 12th fan, we're talking about
12th player.
The 12th player. Sorry, when we're talking about the 12th player, we're talking about fans that would support the team whether they are not playing well or they are playing well and all that. Calabar fans were like that, and we qualified for the African Cup of Nations. In fact, Calabar was the home of the Super Eagles. For
it was a lucky ground for the Eagles.
Lucky ground. There was a time Port Harcourt was a lucky ground for the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the time as well. Lagos had this chance too. So it is time for Uyo, and let's see. This is the first real match. Ghana Nigeria
competitive game was a friendly.
Yeah, it was just a friendly. This is the first competitive game that will be played in that stadium, and hopefully we have so many.
It should turn out to be the next of champions indeed.
Exactly.
For Nigeria.
Hopefully we should be able to win against South Africa, and the Uyo fans will be able to give us the best of what we've seen in Nigeria when it comes to supportership and watching football in the stadium.
Well, what we can say, be dressed in the green and the white. It's very key that you are dressed in the green and the white to helping the Eagles get the victory that they need against the Bafana of South Africa. We're hoping that we'll be able to get across to Austin Okonapan. It looks like Austin is already waiting to hook up with us live from the Uyo Akwa Ibom International Stadium. But once we get signal that Austin is ready to link up, we will be crossing over to Uyo to get Austin live on Sports Tonight this Tuesday. Before it comes on, gentlemen, let's talk about Vincent Enyama very quickly. We started this campaign a few days ago to make Vincent the winner of the BBC African Footballer of the Year award, and that's what we're showing on the screen for you once again. How to vote Vincent Enyama to become BBC African Footballer of the Year. Vincent says, look, individual awards, not very key for me. Let's qualify the Eagles for the Nations Cup. That's more important for me. But I know that as captain of the team, we will qualify tomorrow, and it will be double honors for Vincent when we vote him to win as well.
Well, his humility is touching, but everyone would always want to win an individual award. But I think on the basis of what he's done so far this year, I think he truly, truly deserves it. But this kind of award is not chosen by a panel. It's chosen by football fans across Africa. And Nigeria having 170 million people is definitely the largest single marketplace in Africa. So there's nothing stopping us from giving, from more or less handing Vincent Enyama this award if we decide to get on board. So I'd like to urge everyone to take advantage of this platform and vote for Vincent Enyama. I think it's simple. It's very difficult to see anyone who can match Vincent Enyama's exploits over the past one. And being patriots, I think it is our utmost duty to ensure that one of our own, especially someone who has shown ceaseless,
who has worked and deserved
ceaseless desire, patriotism, and commitment to the national cause. I think we should give him this honor by helping him to win the BBC African Footballer of the Year award.
All right, so that's how to do it. We can also go online. There's a portal on the BBC website, African Soccer website. You will be able to vote for Vincent Enyama, but the instructions we put out for you is also straightforward. Just pick up your phone and text, and you will make Vincent a winner. We'll go on a quick break now. My producer says immediately we return from the break, we will be talking to Austin Okonapan, who is in Uyo, to give us a lowdown on how Uyo is shaping up for that crucial break or make encounter between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Bafana of South Africa. Join us again. Right, time for us to move on now, but I'm told that Austin Okonapan is already trying to hook up with us. So let's just cross over very quickly to Uyo. Austin will be chatting to us via Skype. Okay, Austin is there already. Austin, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. You just finished the training watching the training of Bafana of South Africa a couple of minutes ago. What did you see in those boys? A team already through to the Nations Cup. What can you see? Are they here for a tea party? Are they here for a World Cup final?
So the Bafana team, they are in Uyo for a tea party. I spoke to the coach, Sheikh Mashaba, and he says when it's Nigeria and South Africa that we should know what it's all about. But then it goes beyond pride. They do not like the record that they've not beaten Nigeria in a competitive game. And the coach says that's their target. He also made mention that they want to maintain the unbeaten run, that they believe that they've been fantastic throughout the qualifiers and they wouldn't want it to be spoiled tomorrow. So for South Africa, they're coming for a lot. They're coming to see if they have a team that can compete in Equatorial Guinea. And they're saying to themselves, if we can play the African champions and beat them, then there's hope for South Africa to do well.
Eagles, Austin, tomorrow is key for the Eagles. Our destiny back in our hands after the victory over Congo. We are also on a high, and we want to finish it off against Bafana South Africa. The Eagles trained earlier today. You saw it. What can you tell us about the mood of the boys? Well, few injury worries, but Coach Keshi says he has boys in the team who will still get the job done.
It was a light one for the Super Eagles this morning, one that had to do with coordination and just touching the ball around. Once again, Coach Keshi just wanted to use it to test the fitness level of the team. You can see the optimism on their faces. They're excited about the results they got in points now. But again, they are telling themselves that they cannot be overconfident against the Bafana team. The injuries, good one, not that much, just for Obakman that has gone for medical checkup. We know Godfrey Obwabona will not play the game because he has received 2 yellow cards. But Coach Keshi says he believes he has a good team that can, step up and fill those vacant positions. For the Super Eagles, when they were leaving, it is clear they cannot wait to get back tomorrow to get the job done. For them, they feel it's about time they win back the fans. And the required boost they needed was gotten in point now. And then speaking to a lot of fans, there's so much love for the Super Eagles right here in Uyo. So let me mention that they didn't stop the sales of tickets because this stadium is just 30,000 and tickets are almost sold out. And the state government has said, when will everybody stay? So they're putting so much in place for crowd control because the entire Nigeria wants to watch the Super Eagles beat Bafana at the Private State International Stadium.
Yeah, I was even going to come to that about the mood in Uyo. A few days ago, it was a friendly, and the mood was different because we were celebrating the opening of a new stadium and all of that, and yet we had a lot of people come out to watch the game. This is a different setting. This is like a World Cup final. It's break or make. What's the mood like in Uyo? We've not played a competitive game here before. We don't know what attitude the fans will put out there. So what are we expecting from these boys and the fans in Uyo tomorrow?
99.1% of the fans in Uyo are rooting for the Super Eagles.